Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look at identifying equations. So first let's just define a few terms. What's an equation? An equation is a statement that shows that two mathematical expressions are equal. If you remember, the expressions didn't have the equal sign. The difference with our equations is that we're now throwing in the equal sign. I'm showing you what they're equal to. So again, same way with expressions, we can have either a numerical equation or an algebraic equation, and it basically means the same thing. A numerical equation contains only the numbers along with the operating signs, whereas the algebraic expression can contain one or more variables as well as numbers and our signs. So we're going to do something very similar to what we did when we were just writing expressions. I have the equations written out in words. We're going to look at them and write them out numerically. So again, the first thing I look at is where are my numbers. I've got a 2 squared, which means to the second power. I've got a 6, and I've got a 10. Equals, my equal sign, plus, tells me I'm adding these two. So I've got 2 squared plus 6 is equal to 10, or equals 10. So all we're doing is taking the words, writing how they would look in a number sentence. Here, the opposite of 3. If you'll remember, we defined opposite way back in one of our beginning videos. It means it's the same distance from 0, but on the opposite side of the number line. So the opposite of 3 is going to give me a negative 3. Negative 10, it tells me, and 7 are my numbers. Is an indicator that I want equals there. Is equal to all things that mean equals. So I want the opposite of 3 decreased by negative 10. Decreased by means I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to wind up with negative 3 minus negative 10 is equal to 7. And again, remember, you don't have to solve these. We're just working on writing them right now. All right, here, a number. Remember, when it says number, that means variable. I'll use x today. The numbers I have 9 and 4. So a number divided by 9, that tells me what I'm doing, is equal to 4. So here again, identify my numbers first. 81, 10, and the square of a number, x squared. So 81 is equal to, so we can start out by writing our equal sign. And it's okay if we flip-flop them. You're probably used to seeing the operating sign on the left. It's okay if we do it the other way, that's fine. 81 is equal to 10 less than the square of a number. If I read this, I can't just put my minus sign in here. 10 minus x squared is not 10 less than the square of a number. If you have 10 less of something, it means you're taking the 10 away from your bigger number, which is our x squared in this case. So here we have to flip them around. X squared minus 10 is actually what 10 less than the square of a number means. All right, the last thing we're going to look at when we talk in this first part about equations is determining whether the given numbers are a solution. If it's a solution, it means it will make the statement true. The two sides of these equal signs should be a balance, so they should be equal. So what we want to do is determine whether either of these numbers, 4 or negative 5, are a solution to either of these equations. So how do we do that? Well, we simply plug it in and evaluate. If this side winds up equaling 20, we know we're good. So let's start with 4. Plug in my 4, and then solve it. 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 40 is 56, which does not equal 20. So no, 4 is not a solution to this equation. So let's try negative 5. Negative 5 squared gives me a positive 25, plus 40. 25 plus 40 gives me 65, which also does not equal 20. So neither of these numbers is a solution to this first equation. So let's try the second one. Start with 4, plug it in, and solve to see if it's correct. 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 5 does not give me 20, it gives me 11. So 4 is not a solution to that one. So let's try negative 5. Negative 5 squared gives me a positive 25 minus 5. 25 minus 5 is indeed 20. So negative 5 would be a solution to this given equation. If you have any questions, feel free to go back, rewatch the video, or you can post your questions in the comments, and I'll answer them tomorrow in class. I'll see you guys tomorrow.